Holy cow. Today's the day that I am flying back to Australia, finally. And I'm still, to this moment, mentally prepared. The travel plans will change again. Yeah, the border restrictions will change, but hopefully they don't. I'm not sure at what moment I'll believe this is actually happening. But hopefully as soon as the airplane has lifted off their feet and it's in the air, we'll be good, right? Yeah, and I want to pack my chargers before I forget, so I'll do that now. Also, I don't know if it was the excitement or the pre-flight anxiety, forgetting to bring stuff or just rethinking about what I brought. But yeah, I couldn't sleep last night. I was in bed for like 2 hours before I could sleep. I actually don't feel too tired right now. I'm sure it'll kick in later today. So yeah, that was fun. We are now headed out for Yumcha. You're not. I'm not? Listen. Alright, Noelle, today is my last day. How do you feel about that? You gonna miss me? Do you think it's sudden how fast I'm leaving? Yeah. I was gonna leave in January. Yeah. Yeah, is it weird? It feels weird. Well, I will see you again in a year maybe, when COVID blows up. Yeah. Alright, we have ordered food and it is on its way. But in the meantime, I am going to collect my COVID report. I actually got a text message this morning to say that it came back negative. But yeah, I need to collect the certificate for the Australia borders. The COVID test in itself in Hong Kong is actually free, but you do need to pay if you want a medical certificate. And of course, for immigration, I would need a proper certificate from like a certifiable company, I don't know. For the medical certificate, I had to pay 240 Hong Kong, and it's closed for some reason. Hi, this is me from editing. For some reason the next 2 bits didn't record, but basically they were on lunch hour, so I just went back after lunch. And this is some of the stuff we had for lunch. Right, I'm leaving the house in 45 minutes. Yeah, this is happening. Hello, I just arrived in Sydney, so today's day 0. I'm still at the airport, I haven't left yet, I'm waiting for my Uber. But yeah, I'm gonna head to my accommodation first because there's a 72-hour self-isolation period. I just got home to the accommodation. Bringing everything up was a bit of a challenge, but that's alright. And yeah, so how self-isolation works. Basically, you're not supposed to go to any shops or restaurants for the first 72 hours of your arrival. The only place you can go is to the testing center. But before I do that, I want to wipe down all my luggages so that wipe the COVID off. I don't know, but whew. Also guys, I opened the window for literally 10 seconds and then a huge fly this size came in. Like, I honestly forgot how big the flies in Australia were. My Uber Eats has arrived, so I'm going to collect that now. Alright, So for lunch, my sister ordered me some Thai food from Uber Eats. So we have a papaya salad, a rice, wow, okay. Wow, she got me 3 things, and noodles, yum. Wow, it's a lot. And I still feel really dirty, so I'm not gonna sit on the seat. Yeah, and I'm just gonna eat meal. Alright. More sanitizer. Alright. So after I have my lunch now, I'm gonna head to the COVID testing center, and then hopefully the test will come back negative. Also, can I just say that it's summer in Sydney and it was winter in Hong Kong, and the temperature is basically the same, and if anything it's windier in Sydney. So it is a bit cooler, but it's still very, very hot, and even at the airport I was sweating so much. I'm gonna call my sister now, so I will see you guys after lunch. I was gonna say, you bought me like 3 things. I was expecting, wow, thanks. So
yeah, well, you have enough for lunch, dinner, and possibly lunch.
Yeah. Alright guys, I have finished lunch and I am now gonna order some groceries because it is a 72-hour self-isolation period. Yeah, so even though self-isolation is technically supposed to be removed from the community, you're still allowed to walk to the COVID center and back, or take a private car. But yeah, you have to get tested within 24 hours of arriving, and you have to self-isolate for 72 hours upon arriving. Alrighty, let's get tested. Hey guys, so I am on the way to the COVID testing center. What I'm going to is at a hospital, and so far I found it really strange that like as I'm walking down the street, other people on the street aren't wearing a mask. Like, because in Hong Kong we haven't had any cases out in the community in months and months, and yet everyone still wears a mask up until the moment they're in their homes. Whereas here, like, I guess they're on the streets and not in any establishments. I haven't gone into any establishments and I'm not allowed to either. But yeah, I just find it a bit interesting. And I feel like this would be getting a bit political, but if I'm being honest, I find it a bit confusing that Australian citizens from all over the world can go back to Australia really easily. Whereas some people, myself for example, has been in a country with no COVID for a year and a half to be allowed back in. Yeah, it's just a bit strange, but whatever, I'm just grateful to be back here. Also, I said earlier that I have to get tested within 24 hours and self-isolate for 72 hours. That is a case for New South Wales. It's not the same for every state in Australia. It's different. And yeah, so for example, I study in Queensland, and had I gone straight to Queensland from Hong Kong, I would have needed to hotel quarantine for 2 weeks. Whereas if I come to New South Wales, I can just spend 2 weeks here out in the open, no quarantine, but I just have to isolate for the first 72 hours. So yeah, it's just a bit interesting. Okay, it is currently 6:30. That ended up taking a lot longer than I expected. When I got my COVID test done in Hong Kong day before yesterday, the whole process in itself took 10 to 15 minutes. And another time before that, I got tested just because. And that took half an hour tops as well. That took 2 bloody hours. The line actually didn't look that wrong because people were spaced out. But obviously I was wrong. Yeah, and my sister did tell me to bring entertainment, to tell me to bring a book, and I was like, nah, it should be fine. Bring a book. I guess I could have used my phone as well, but my phone was dying, so that wasn't really an option. So lesson learned for next time, I have to get tested again in 5 days. And my camera is dying too, so I will see you guys at home. Bye! Okay, I've just come out of the shower. And then I heated up some of my takeaway from earlier and called my friend while having dinner. And that was all for this video, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. See ya!